Hey, what's up? Good morning. Good afternoon. I gotta stop saying that. Good afternoon. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, he's not a pinball guy. That's not his thing. I like to turn on the cameras and then give you guys one game. I'll give you one solid game of pinball. That wasn't a good game. Had a good second ball. First ball, like 4 million. Second ball, 30 million. Well, welcome everybody. We're glad to have you back. Yes, we are going to do like a caller-driven thingy. Oh yeah, are you watching it? Yeah. What's going on? What else is going on in the fires? Anything new? Any new developments? Are they able to get anything under control at all? Super sad, man. You would like to think that they could just do something, like for the love of God. Yeah, I checked in with all my friends. It is very scary. I got a hold of my buddy Dave. Let me see if I can share this video that he sent me with you guys. I don't think he'd be upset if I did that. All right, I press a couple of buttons here. Hold on. All right, and then I should be able to add a screen here. All right, I'm gonna add let's add a media source. New, let's call it fire. All right, and then let's find my file. It shouldn't be this hard. I should be able to just drag and drop it onto the landscape. Okay, let's minimize that. Go in here. So this is my buddy's house. This is my buddy Dave's house from his balcony in LA. Oh, shit. There it goes. And that was yesterday as it was kind of coming in, like the smoke. Oh, God. That shit's scary, man. Yeah, he's got a killer house. It's Tom and I went there when we went out to California. He bought it. He bought that kind of like I bought my house. Like neither of us should live in the areas we live. Sunset fire and sun swept fires are contained. Oh, that's cool. So there were 5, right? Christine, Eaton, and Palisades are raging on. Yeah, God, that is just really, really sad, man. I looked at a map, Christine, and there was funny because there were all the fires in California, and then you just don't think about the fires. There's currently some in Louisiana. There's a couple in Texas. Places catch on fire, I guess. You don't think about that. But I would definitely take hurricane over fire all day long. I mean, Texas is getting snow. Weird. Yeah, the cabin that I like to go to that's on the river? They're getting a foot of snow. I looked it up last night. That's crazy. So let me give everybody that's here some love. Thank you guys for being here. Who was here first? I don't even know. Well, anyway, glad you guys are here. Jackal's here. Robert's here. Ghost of Manute Bull. Podcast Media. Skunk is here. Clarkson. SJ. HS. The WAP. It's good morning in Seattle. Well, good morning, Seattle. Jay Korn is always in there. Christine, hello. Grady Seasons. Big Surf. CD Sarah. Everybody's watching the fires, Tom. Yeah. Everybody's watching the fires. Sad shit. I'm the type of person where I think I went through this as a young boy. This is the warm-up. I went through this early on as a young boy. I became a bit obsessed with Desert Storm.
Okay.
when it first happened, right?
Yeah.
Because I was like, what, the war? What, really? War? You know, I was like, how? You know, so I started watching it, and I became like sort of like, and I could tell that my anxiety begged me to watch it, but also it would fuel my anxiety.
Yeah.
So since that point, when these things happen, whether it's hurricane coverage, riots, you know, January 6th, I don't
any
care.
coverage.
I don't do it. I don't do it.
Yeah.
Because it will suck me in, and it will steal my joy and steals my energy. It exhausts me.
Yeah.
Because I put all my empathy into it, and I'm like, oh, that's sad, oh, that's sad, oh, that's sad, oh, that. And then when I go to bed, and I'm like literally out of energy.
Yeah. And
stupid.
You could ask yourself, like, I have no way to affect this at all.
It's also a curiosity. There's a weird.
Yeah. But
like, I don't want to miss it.
But if you tell you, like, there's no advantage to anybody, including myself, to consume this.
Yeah.
Except for, I guess, knowing what's going on. But then, how does that help anything? You know what I'm saying?
Well, it doesn't.
It doesn't help.
It doesn't do much.
Anybody
for me.
over there that's dealing with the fires for, you know. But then it's like, oh, you're putting your head in the sand. But it's like, this is a natural disaster. It's not like this is something that I could have an effect on in the future. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll check in and see what's going on. But yeah, I get it, guys. It's one of those things where it's like, you're like, how can this happen? You know, Billy Crystal.
It's funny because
that's a joke.
I don't consume any of that stuff either. But just because of that reason, I can't. There's nothing I can do. So why am I going to look at it? I can't help anything. Yeah. I can't help anybody.
I think it's a pure curiosity thing. It's like, why do people watch a beheading video? Like, why are you watching?
No idea. Yeah.
All right, buddy. Phone calls. We're gonna see if we can do it.
We didn't get one phone call.
We didn't get one yet.
We need one on.
Do you want to start with one on the line?
Yeah, because we're gonna be like, hey, we're waiting for a phone call. Then
wait, do we say, hey, waiting for phone calls? Hey, waiting for phone calls. Hey, waiting for phone calls.
I'm just saying.
We're a Caribbean radio station. Let's move all of this shit to the Caribbean. Tom and Dan's Jamaican Me Crazy. Caribbean radio. We'd be huge. I'll learn all the latest reggae. We can spin we'll respect the culture. I'll play Junkanoo. I'll play reggae.
I think that's disrespect that we are trying to.
Oh, we got a call.
Oh, yeah. We'll start with this call.
Caller, are you on the line?
I'm on the line.
Okay, great. Please hold. All right, here we go. We're going to start sight unseen.
Yeah, this is
Just hold.
Welcome back.
Okay, this is a welcome back. Why don't you do it? Here we go. 3, 2.
Welcome
back. I see. That's from earlier. That was a joke. I set you up for that. I said, why don't you do it with full intention of bringing us back?
You know where you're at.
I like that. Maybe that's the one for 2025.
You know where you're at?
Yeah, like, so we start. Hold on.
You know what you're listening to.
I'm dead serious. So we start when it comes ding, 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 ding. You know where you're at.
So, a lot of you downloaded this.
Why are you here?
Yeah. You know exactly what you're listening to.
I do like that. I like the, you know why you're here. Okay, so this was your idea. Walk me through it.
Oh, it's just old school taking calls.
I love it. Nobody does it anymore. I listen to real radio. I'm the only one of us out of the two that still listens to real radio.
How dare you? Why would you say that? I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
You don't have any time. You're in the business
department. I listen
all
the time.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I know every character, all the things.
I know you do. So going along with that, when I do listen, one of the things that I miss from the older school and when I started to cut my teeth in radio was the phone calls. You know, you're interacting with the public. People don't really do that. Like, most radio shows don't really do that anymore. In fact, we've really never done that. We've always kind of done the voicemail deal. And when you listen to any other podcast, whether it's a famous comedian or anything,
they don't take calls.
They do voicemails. They do the same thing we do.
Yeah. It is more efficient because a lot of times when you take live calls, people forget what they're saying. They get nervous. They a lot of niceties up front. They get distracted.
Well, a lot of ours are like, hey, Tom and Dan, I just wanted to call in and just say, hey, man, over this Christmas break and everything, it's just damn great having all these new shows and everything. I just want to tell you how much I love you and just tell you I hope you had a good holiday. That never gets old. It really never gets old having somebody thank me.
Yeah.
I masturbate to those.
It's hard to play those though because there's nowhere to go with.
No, I
it.
play them for myself.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I like
that
that's
to
nice.
receive
Like
it.
I don't want people thinking that if they do that it falls on deaf ears. It does not.
So, but I wanted to take phone calls about no topic. Just
Hey, can I clarify something?
Yeah.
I don't masturbate to that. I just want to clarify because I was a little aggressive.
I wonder why you said it.
Yeah. We have a caller on line 1.
Yeah.
You wanted to do calling. Caller, what is your name, sir?
What's up, Tom and Dan? This is Charles. How y'all doing?
Charles, what's
Yeah,
up, buddy?
Charles.
This is Charles. This is our friend Charles. I think Charles got mad at me one time on email.
Oh,
He said,
did you?
yeah, I finally
did.
I had to email Charles back and say, like, you got to knock this crap off, Charles.
Okay, why did you get
I
mad
said,
at
you're
you?
acting like a child. Did I not say that, Charles?
What happened?
Something like that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
It was just that Tom or Dan put my name out there on Facebook. I was anonymous for
Yeah.
a reason. Because people like to talk smack and
Yeah.
come at you.
I outed him as an
I don't want
anonymous.
to be aggressive
and he-
with nobody
and
or
he-
anything
and
like
he-
that.
And then we minced words, and he yelled at me, and I yelled at him. But we're good now.
Hold on.
We're good now.
Oh, so you made an anonymous post on the Medium
Yes,
Facebook
and
page?
then underneath it, I wrote, "This is Charles,"
How'd you know?
because I'm the guy.
Oh,
I'm the leader of the
He
group.
gets to see all the people.
Yeah, I can see everybody.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that
oh,
anymore.
mine comes up as anonymous. I don't know where. I didn't know you can now see who it
You
is.
just click on the name, and it just says the name.
Oh,
And then I'm
really?
like, oh, it's Charles. And I'm like,
I'm-
buddy, this is Charles.
I've always wanted to know.
And
I
then
see
Charles got
anonymous.
mad. Then Charles got mad, and then he yelled at me, and I yelled at him via email, and then we went silent. We had to have the silent cooling off period, and now we're best friends. That's how it works. That's
Oh,
how
yeah,
men do it. That's how a man does it.
What was
So,
the?
so, hey, listen, I wanted to talk about something.
Yeah,
I don't know
please.
if you guys have ever talked about this, but
Is it the
have
Gulf
you
of
ever
America?
thought about what your rap names would be?
What are
If
rap
you were
names?
rappers, in, let's say the 90s,
Okay.
before, you became radio people, you decided to be rappers like, I don't know, Kid and Play or
I had
something
one.
like that. Have you ever thought about that?
I had a rap name. My buddy Dave, that I was just talking about off air, who is now battling the LA fires, although he just rented his house and he's fled to Paris because he's a weak man.
It has nothing to do with the fires.
It didn't have anything to do with the fires. He wanted to take his family there. Hold on, let me grab this call. Grabbing calls while you're talking, it's hard. It's a harder. Radio is harder than podcasting. I'm going to say it.
There's a lot more going
It's
on.
a lot more going on. I'm going to
Oh,
say, caller, I just picked up your phone. Just hold the line. Charles, we're talking to Charles now. Just hold the line. We'll get to you. What was the question again? Sorry.
What were your rap
Oh,
names?
I had one.
What's your rap name?
My name was, you could laugh, Mac Trigga. Yep, there we go. Mac Trigga.
I thought it would be ATL Youngboy because you're an Atlanta Falcons fan.
Okay,
I don't know.
ATL Youngboy. I like that better. ATL Youngboy is better.
I'd go
And
with
then-
my original AOL screen name, Twain 305.
Dude, Twain 305 works because of the 305.
Oh, yeah. That's because
Yeah, Mr. 305.
It works.
I don't know.
Twain 305 works. Twain 305 and Mac Trigga present.
that was because some other of my coworkers at Substantial Subs in Miami called me Twain.
Why does Mark Twain?
Because in their mind, Mark Twain was
Yeah.
the whitest person, and I was the only white person around.
Yeah.
So they're like, "Oh, Mark Twain."
Hey, it's Samuel Clemens.
Uh,
That's his real name. Well, Charles, that was a good
Hilarious.
question,
I
buddy.
never heard that before, Tom.
Charles, great question. Great question, man. We got another call. We're gonna keep it moving. All right.
All right, buddy.
All right,
Have a
man.
good one.
You
Enjoy
too,
the
man.
show.
Love to the
Talk
wife.
later.
Be good, buddy.
All right.
All right, hold on. We got another guy here. Caller, you're on Tom Van Conversations.
Media.
What was that, robot?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, now we got
All
you.
right.
Okay, yes.
I
Now
thought-
Now I got you.
Now I know why people do voicemails. Yes, continue.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to guess one of them 6 things.
Oh, this is good. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, no. Just messing with you.
Hold on. You pause.
Yeah.
You pause right now, and you got to let me wear you out for a second.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you're gonna call up and you go and do one of them 6 things, you gotta have you gotta have a secondary thing loaded
Yeah.
because you know for a fact I'm gonna call your bluff. You know I am. I'm not gonna just let you go or cut it out. I'm gonna say, okay, guess the 6 things. 'Cause guess what? I don't effing care anymore.
And we're taking the power away.
Yeah.
Didn't you know? You've listened to us long enough.
Come on.
To know that you're not going to get us
No.
with, I'm going to guess one of the 6 things, and we're not going to
Yeah.
be like, oh, flush
And guess what just happened? I just got you. I just got you so bad right up
It
your
was-
pee hole.
It was the only thing I could think of fast enough to be able to call in.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right,
I appreciate your participating. Let's just have a conversation with this man.
Are you at work right now, sir?
I'm at work right now. Yeah, actually, I'm Ricky. I'm the podcast media on the chat.
Oh, Ricky, what's up, buddy? Hey, he sent us some T-shirts.
Hey,
I
man.
think somebody stole our T-shirts.
Yeah, actually, I'm calling I'm calling the post office now, trying to figure it out, and I think y'all were taking live calls, so I wanted to call in real fast.
Well, brother, we appreciate you, and we got to get him in.
What do you do again?
He does a podcast.
Well, I just do a podcast as a fun thing. I actually I do manufacturing. I build the lifts that go on the back of the garbage trucks that pick up the trash cans.
No, that's interesting.
Tom doesn't have those because he lives in a more.
Well, that is a weird job Wednesday right there. Perfect.
It is. That is a good one, man. Like, email me. I would love to talk to you about that. Now, Tom lives in an area that's a little disenfranchised, and they still have human laborers throwing the trash in the back.
It's old school.
Classic.
They got the guys on the back of the truck still?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like that, though.
Yeah, the trucks are from 1930.
I like
that's
the
awesome.
old school. I don't like the new school robot. There's no...
Yeah, everything's Elon Musk these days with the robot taxi.
It's like ordering your fast food on a kiosk. I like the old school human-to-human confusion. I like the staring into the eyes of a person who hates their life and wondering why the customer service isn't better.
Thank you for calling Tom Van's Vanversations. Who's this?
This is Ryan.
Hi, Ryan. Thank you. Tom will now take your call. What's on your mind?
I had a used elliptical I was looking to sell for $175.
All right. What area of town are you in right now? I'm going to write this down. What area of town?
Union Park.
Union Park.
Okay.
Right,
now we're doing Tradio?
This is how you do it. Do you know how to do it? You got to write down the area. Okay.
Use elliptical. How
now,
much?
Are you looking to trade or just are you looking to only get money?
I'll take $175, and I'm open to trades for Epiphone guitars or small caliber handguns.
Okay. hold on. Epiphone. This guy knows. This guy knows what he's doing. In fact, I'll send you a prize if you'll email me because this guy knows Tradio. Epiphone guitars, and what was the other one?
Small caliber handgun.
Small caliber handgun.
Okay, small handgun.
So like a little 22?
Yes.
And give me a number that, not a phone number, but we're going to assign you the number 008. So anyone in the greater Orlando area looking for a
elliptical.
An elliptical.
Well, what age is it? How old is that elliptical?
Yeah, what are we looking at here?
I bought it approximately a year and a half ago. It's gently used. Right now, it serves primarily as a clothes hanger.
Okay, very good. And hey, this is how they do it in Martinsville, Virginia, where I'd listen to this. The guy would hang up and he'd go, okay, well, that is Union Park, number 008. If you are in need of an elliptical, $175. He's also looking to trade either for an Epiphone guitar or possibly other small handguns. Again, Union Park, number 008. Then someone would call in later and they'd be like, "Hey man, I'm here about that 008." Okay, we'll put you on. We'll put you on hold and connect the dots. And then they put the guy on hold and then they connect the dots. Do we have another one? Hold on. Oh no, we don't. Phones are dry. That's the problem. Phones are dry. That's the problem.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta fill time.
Oh, we got
God. Oh my God. Here we go.
Hey, thanks for calling Tradio. This is Dan speaking. Your number 006. You now have the line. Please continue.
Hey, Tom, Dan, this is Brandon, first time, long time. Appreciate you taking my call. I'm calling to let you know that the Costco gas station on Causeway, they still have gas, so anybody affected by the fires, they can certainly come over to the Costco on Causeway.
Okay, thank you so much. Again, this is where are you located?
Costco on Causeway.
Costco on Causeway.
They have gas.
They still have gas.
Yeah, so if you're affected by the Palisades fires, come over to Tampa. The Costco on Causeway, we still got gas.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
We got another one. Let's
True
go to
American hero.
Let's go to line 2. How are the fires affecting you, and do you have gas? Caller, you have the line.
My God. I want to know if you guys have said anything to each other that was particularly funny that you remember, because I have one that Tom did back in the radio days and one that Dan did recently.
Hold on.
Can I pause you for 1 second? I want to give an award to all of our callers for understanding the assignment and doing what the F they were supposed to do. I am saluting them. I have there's another one right here. Sir, hold the line. I'm going to come back to you, sir, but hold the line. Thank you for calling.
Okay.
How are the fires affecting you, and and do you have gas, sir?
Well,
the fires are affecting me extremely strongly and making me incredibly depressed. I think I might go onto Facebook and talk about it.
Okay, thank you so much. And then let's go back to our other caller. You're back on the line. And have we ever said anything to each other?
Hold on. You asked us a question. Have we ever said anything to each other that is funny? And if so, do you remember?
No.
That's what I heard. I actually heard you say.
That's all we try to do every day.
Yeah, have you and Tom ever said anything funny, and do you remember it? And that's why I was like, well, this guy's awesome. This guy's low-key just spraying bullets all in our face.
And the worst part about it, I was racking my brain to remember.
You're like, I don't think I have. Okay.
So what did you remember?
This was back. Tom's one was way back in the radio days, and he was talking about this commercial that was about this cream that women rub on their hoo-ha to lighten it up.
Don't say that.
And someone says, why does someone need that? And Tom responded, I don't know. Sometimes it looks like a manatee with two red frisbees in flips. And
a manatee with two what?
Red frisbees in its lips.
Okay, I like that. A manatee with two red.
I think Bubba was on and he lost it.
Oh, of course, because Bubba was a total pervert. Would have loved that joke. I would like to throw this out there. Hold on, I gotta write that down. That's our new T-shirt. It's a manatee with two frisbees in its mouth. Hold on, I'm doing a sticker this afternoon. Manatee. This has been the best segment. I've needed this. This is like a shot in the arm. Manatee.
This is why we have this back to me and Daniel's first love is radio. Live calls.
You forgot what radio was. He's like, this is back to what that thing that Tom and Dan and I used to do.
I talked so much S, and I forgot that I loved it.
All right. Well, thank you. What was mine? Did you have one for me?
I think you had Seth on, and he was talking about, like, being tough, and Seth was like, I give them water breaks, and you said, oh, you did a Japanese voice, and you're like, you make them soft. Make a pussy boy.
Not allowed to do that.
And Tom lost it on that one.
Yeah, Tom loves a good
that
Asian
boy,
voice.
Something like that, which was very funny.
Yeah, Tom loves that.
So those were the two times you guys were funny.
Well, thank you, man. I
Yeah,
appreciate
try to
that.
keep it up.
We will. Thank you for calling. We appreciate it.
Speaking of that, the other day we're sitting at dinner and then we're silent. You know.
The vans
Crystal
are...
likes to talk, but the boys, everyone's silent. And then Tommy out of the middle of nowhere just goes, dun 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 dun. I'm like, what?
Turning Japanese. He's masturbating.
And then I was like, watch him make that sound. And he's like, that's Becca's ringtone.
Oh, no.
Anyway, we got another caller?
Oh, yeah, we do. Hey, thanks for calling Tom Van's Vanversations. What's on your mind?
Yeah, this is Merchman. I was wondering what color shirt you wanted for the manatee shirt.
Okay, okay. This is something that's very, very sad, but I have to point it out. The only way that Eric Merchman will ever get us to reply to anything is if he calls the show. And it's real sad. It's real sad. He writes. He puts his heart into this stuff.
All he wants us to do is
answer his goddamn emails, and we can't do it.
He's trying to help us.
Yeah, so he calls under an assumed name. He's like, if I were to make a shirt, what color would you want? I'm going to go, I like a light blue.
Yes, Blue Springs blue.
Yeah, I like a light blue with a gray manatee, two pink frisbees in its mouth to make it look like labia.
Done.
All right.
I'll get Pabone to draw it.
All right, thank you, Merchman. We love you, buddy.
All right, cool. Thanks.
See
Bye.
you. Let's go to this one. Oh, God, they hung up. Let's go to this. Oh, they hung up. Okay, we're done.
They'll come back.
They'll come back.
We should have asked Eric about his rabbit. See how his rabbit's doing.
I don't mention it anymore.
Yeah.
After I said what I said, I hurt his feelings. There they are. So this is the problem with callers.
Yeah. So
you need a screener. We need a screener. We need a hot girl in here.
Yes, that's it.
All right, don't hang up. Who is this, and how are the fires affecting you, and where's the gas?
This is Keyed Up.
What's up, buddy?
I don't know anything about the fires because I have my own problems in Disney World.
Gotcha.
I want to know if we're going to get any more T-shirts. Can we get a T-shirt about this?
We're working on a manatee one with labia frisbees in it. Did you not hear any of the stuff we were talking about?
We're working on it,
Thank you for calling. How are the fires affecting you, and where's the gas?
Hi, my name is Barry Bloomsman, and I just wanted to call and tell you that I think this bit is stupid, and I won't be listening anymore ever.
No.
That's not true. That's not true.
Why'd you have a digital drummer? You had a
Barry Bloomsman.
Barry Bloomsman.
Yeah. But Barry, you have every time you speak, you have a digital drummer hitting the digital snare.
I swear it's Barry Bloomsman. Listen.
He has a cheap cell phone. Poor Barry. Oh, God.
You know what? Speaking of bad connections.
That guy's hiding in his cubicle right now, pretending. He's like hiding. How stupid do you feel when you do it, and then no one is around you, and you just did that, and we didn't laugh, you didn't laugh. It was an exchange of energy that did nothing.
We can have AI write us and show us a movie that we just made up, and you bring
that up a lot.
Well,
you can't wait for that, can you?
I'm just.
What's going to be the first movie you make AI write for you?
I'm just trying to explain the most crazy technology that we have now, and we still have phones that have bad reception, which is weird to me.
That was Jackal. Trolling us.
Okay,
well, we have another call. Thanks for calling Tom and Dan. Who's this?
Hey, yo, guys. This is SJ.
Hey, SJ. What's going on, buddy?
Well, first off for the radio, just let everybody know there's a speed trap on Turnpike just before Beach Line heading north. So watch out, everybody.
Good to know. Flash your lights. But, it's not illegal, contrary to what people try to tell you. You can flash your lights.
But if I give y'all a quick funny story I think y'all laugh about.
All right.
Had a stupid Grinch in my neighborhood. So got the little Christmas gift, and we used it towards a new 50-inch TV for one of the bedrooms. Come home after it said it was delivered. TV's gone. Somebody snatched it.
Hold on, stole it off your front porch?
Stole it right off of the front of my house. So contacted Target and all them. They were great. Refunded me all my money, gave me back the gift card and everything. 3 days later, I'm walking my little doggy. 4 houses down, I see the same TV box sitting out in the trash. Walk by and look down, and the stupid Grinch was not smart enough to take the mailing label off.
Really?
Oh, SJ, this is huge, dude.
Okay, so you were walking your dog, and one of your neighbors had the TV they stole from you out by the trash, and it had your shipping label on it, so obviously it was yours.
Yep, so looked at, saw it was mine, turned around, walked my dog back home, grabbed this nice little piece of driftwood I have, I call my fish, went down there, knocked on the door.
Well, hold on. Pause for a second. Pause for a second. Because this is where it took a turn. Because I think most people are like, I was walking my little dog. I walked home, and I called the authorities. And I waited patiently. I was sipping on some sleepy time tea as the cops made their way to my house. And when they got here, we all walked down. Well, actually, I stayed at home because it could be a violent situation. But you went down and just got yourself a board and walked down there with your, quote, the fish? You're going to beat someone with a board you call the fish?
Why do you call it the
fish?
fish?
I have a piece of... Well, it's a piece of driftwood, because y'all remember, I'm from the woods.
Oh, I know you are.
I don't play by the city rules.
No.
So it's just an old piece of driftwood, about 4 feet long.
You ever been beat to death with driftwood?
On it one day. Yeah, I'll have to show y'all one day. But yeah, went down there, knocked on the door. Guy opened it up. I looked at him, I said, I'm going to give you one chance, motherfucker.
No, you're fine. It's worth it. It was worth it. It was 100% worth it.
And I looked, I said, give me back my TV, walk it back to my house with me, put it down, get the hell off my property, and if you don't, I'm going to introduce you to my fish.
Hold on. This is like a Buford Pusser movie. Walking Tall. Buford Pusser is... You remember Buford Pusser?
Also, you nicknamed, your implement of violence the least scary name that I can think of.
I feel like that's why you know it's real, though.
I'm going to get you with the fish. So what did he do?
He politely unplugged my TV and walked it back down here to my house.
He didn't try to...
And then we had a nice... Oh, no, he didn't try. He knew because when I was telling him, I kind of pointed towards the box, and I think he kind of realized, oh, duh.
And you beat him to death with that. You beat him to death, didn't you? You can say
I still have the blood in my hands.
I'm standing here. I'm washing my bloods in the creek.
And then I'm like, oh no, our ice maker. Oh, sorry, what?
Well, yeah, no, we just had a man-to-man, and understand he ever comes close to my property again.
You're going to beat him to death with a piece of driftwood.
Yeah. Called the fish.
Yeah, you're
now,
getting the fish.
Aren't you, SJ, concerned about this is your neighbor and you're going to have to see him every once in a while and then you've had this exchange, this awkward exchange?
Remember the fish! You're like waving over
where
to him.
he stole that doesn't make you awkward. You're driving and then you see him. You're like, oh, God, there he is.
Yeah, you go outside for like a smoke or something. He sees you, you see him. Like,
it's
that's
awkward.
Weird. Yeah.
No. I mean, I'm kind of person, I think I know one house around me. Other than that, we don't know each other, and nobody talks to know each other.
Yeah.
No, St. Cloud rules.
I only talk to one man, and they fear the fish.
You know St. Cloud rules.
Yeah, St. Cloud rules.
State of mind.
Well, that is a good story, man. We're glad you're okay. I personally, as your friend, I would prefer you not get in those type of situations. But you are a good countryman, and you're going to do it your way. I get it. And, I'm proud of you for standing up for your TV.
I also like how $100 turned into almost $800.
Yeah, there you go. That's how you do it.
Hold on. Well, how did the money?
And also, listeners, don't forget, like and subscribe on YouTube.
No.
Okay, he's out. He's out. There he goes. You're pro.
That's from the fish.
The fish says, like and subscribe or get beat to death by driftwood. That's what we should say on our YouTube channel. That's SJ. He helps out with our YouTube channel.
SJ, it doesn't sound like it, but knows more about technology 100 times more than I do.
Yeah, he knows a lot of stuff.
Which doesn't make any sense, but that's 100%.
Yeah, he gets like tired of working with computers. Sometimes you got to get the blood on your hands to remember where you've been, right? Like that kind of stuff.
All right, it's been pretty good, I think.
That was not bad.
Yeah,
okay, so this is something.
We'll do it again in the future.
In 2025, we'd like to roll this out a little bit more, where we just open the phone lines and we do old school radio.
Yeah, maybe we'll always do it Thursday at 1. Because I feel like people need appointment listening. That's a thing.
Yeah, if we set it up. Like if you have a question or if you want to call in and interact with us live, I mean, you can do that. It's a real thing. So Thursdays at 1 p.m.
We're just going to take live calls.
Yep, 1-844-TOMNDAN. We will not be taking voicemails, so don't leave them as voicemails. If you have a voicemail, you can still leave those. Those are great. We have one more.
Okay.
One more?
Yeah.
All right, last one. You want to be the last caller?
Yeah, I got two things. Number 008, does he accept small caliber black powder?
I will. You know what? I can put you offline to have that discussion with 008. Again,
hold on, I got one more thing.
Well, real quick, let me
reset.
reset.
One more thing. I know you don't like doing breaking news and stuff.
Yeah,
but,
please.
Michael Jackson is dead.
Okay.
Oh my
right.
God!
Thank you, sir, for letting us know that again.
The molester.
Yeah, that is 008 in Union Park. He has an elliptical, and he's looking for small caliber handguns. Or for trade, or what was the other thing?
$175 cash.
Yeah, $175 cash or small caliber handguns. That's Union Park 008.
Do they make a small caliber black powder handgun?
I don't know. I don't know. I've been watching a lot of I don't know how I got in my algorithm, but I've been watching a lot of strange guns, they're novelty self-defense guns.
Okay.
There are a lot of them popping up on my.
Like the Judge?
It's like the Judge. It's an AR pistol. It's an AR-15.
Okay.
But it's got this weird geometry on the handle. Almost looks like a Pirates of the Caribbean musket. And it has to be that way for you to you can shoot it one hand. And then it's got this thing on the front of it called a halo that kills the recoil. So you can do it with one hand.
No, okay, so literally they just kind of redesigned the caliber and the
I mean,
the AR.
ATF doesn't like it because it's unclassifiable. It fits somewhere between a pistol and an assault rifle, and they don't like it at all.
Yeah,
because it's in that weird space. So, but you can get them. They're not really accurate. They're more just for it's just novelty. It's just a novelty. It's literally there's no purpose.
Yeah.
It's we built it. It's not for home defense. It wouldn't even be good.
Yeah.
I mean, you could use it. I mean, you could defend yourself with it, but there are better choices is my point.
Yeah.
So I've been watching that. It's something about it I like because it's why did they make it? There's no reason. What's it for? There's no reason it's for.
Well,
what does it do?
They made it for the money.
Right.
Because people will buy it for the novelty and say, look at this. Which I'm often, like, when people come over to my house, I'm like, hey, you want to see some guns?
Dude, you take them in the back? I usually do that with pornography.
Yeah.
Like, when people come to my house, I was like, would you like to see my adult... Any of you guys like to see my adult film collection? Let's start doing that. But it's classic, you know. And nowadays, the classics could be DVDs, right? Like, if you walked into somebody's house and they had a full-blown... Like, if you walked into their man room, because all the listeners are at an age where... They have like a man room.
Cave.
I don't like that. Don't say that. I almost cursed. I hate that. Man cave. I hate that. It's your just call it your office or your library or your study.
Yeah,
don't
that's
call
not
it
as fun as a man.
No, man cave is not fun. Man cave is.
I've got a fluorescent Coors Light sign.
Yeah, I had one.
Right, yeah.
But like these man caves, these guys, they go and they put in just dumb. You're putting in dumb stuff.
Yeah, but it's it represents how much fun and the fact that their wife allows them to have a full room in the house that's all their garbage in there.
Yeah, it's a garbage room.
Yeah, because that's part of it is like my wife let me have this room because most of us, like, no one's going to allow or my wife's not going to allow me to take over an entire room to put all my garbage in.
I don't have a room.
Yeah, because you know
those days are over.
She's like, we need this room for a guest room or whatever the hell.
We don't need a guest room. I don't want people in my house.
Yeah. Well, you guys, you have a kind of a man cave up your fourth floor.
It's like more of an exercise room.
Yeah,
for the most part.
Peloton, but your drum set's up there.
Drum set, weights, yoga mat, it's out there. You can do like stretching and stuff up there.
One Coors Light, it's a man cave.
All right, hold on. I'm thinking about this now. You want to do a couple voicemails?
Yeah.
Just to tie it in. I mean, we did the emails. Let's go tried and true, and let's go with let's try this one right here.
What's up, Tom and Dan? This is Keyed Up BDM. So I was listening to ACT the other day, and you guys read an email, I think, of somebody that is a person that trains for marathons or trains people for marathons, and he was worried about like how the interview would go. As I came in to do my interview, and I felt nothing but love. You guys just interview me, and I was confident in what I know and what I didn't know, and it was just like a casual conversation between friends, and I felt really comfortable in the studio. It was just a couple guys hanging out, and Sam was
just dudes on dudes, man. Just some dude. Yeah, Keyed Up, you're a good dude. He's such a kind man.
I like his voicemail better than his real call-in.
Yeah. Well, you get nervous when you got to do a real call-in, man. It's nerve-wracking, right? I think he's like worked it up. Like now he's like a regular voicemail leaving, listener, which is you get a little more comfortable with it.
We have an interview style. We'll not let you fall in your face. But
I want to let you fall in. Not you. I mean, like,
well, the guests that we're interviewing, we're never going to let it all be on them.
Do you have a hardest interview? I do.
Well, I mean,
I have two of the hardest. Tilda Swenson.
I don't even remember that.
She was the old lady from MASH. That was hard.
Oh, Hot Lips.
Hot Lips from MASH.
That was good.
And then I'm trying to, and then also Ted Nugent's wife. That was a hard one.
Yeah, but she just did a lot of talking. Like usually when they're on the phone. I mean, Felipe Esparza. We couldn't even understand him.
Yeah.
But on the
I start to sweat during those, and I can't stop it. It's a condition. So I did it earlier today. You asked me something. Oh yeah, I was trying to recount. I was trying to tell you about these North Korean cartoons that me and Maisie were watching. And I had these notes that I made to, tell you about them. And I couldn't find the notes. And when I'm not prepared or when I go to find something and it's not there, or if I know something is not working, I will actively start, like, you can see sweat just start beating on my body. It's a horrible, I hate it. I hate that I'm like that.
Yeah. Was this triggering your anxiety? And you start floating away. Anyway.
Crazy.
All right.
You want to do one more?
We'll do one more.
All right, let's try. This one's good because this guy Okay, here.
Hey guys, it's Sean from Vegas. I was wondering if y'all have any good grifting stories or any kind of good ways y'all got around things when you were younger. Maybe some good stories you have.
This ties into when we were talking to Joey from Disney Joey yesterday, and this guy's putting together a book on like how to steal.
I'm trying to write a book on everything grifting. But one of the things I want to share with you guys is the other day I was watching UFC. And this is an example of what happened. They put they were like, thanks for watching UFC. Go to this website, put in a promo code, and you get 50 free bucks on some clothing website, right? So I went in there, did it, got my money, and I put a couple sweatpants and a shirt, whatever. It was exactly 50 bucks. I didn't have to pay anything, no shipping, and it was sent. And once I got my order sent, I was like, all right, that's cool. And then I said, well, I do have infinite email addresses. Why don't I try this again and see if it works? And another promo code went through, and everything went through. I got another 50 bucks. Picked out my stuff, and it shifted. So then I went through and got basically one of everything that I wanted. And I was making fake email addresses. Like, I was making, like, you'll never catch me at gmail.com, like stealing from your website at gmail.com. And they accepted every one. Eventually, at some point, I must have put in, like, I don't know, 30 orders or something like that. And they ended up canceling half of them, but I still got half of them. I got really nice, warm sweatpants. So if you guys have any good ways of getting around stuff and scamming some free stuff, I'm all ears.
I think, first of all, I think your book on how to steal sweatpants will, I think it's going to crush.
Think about what you're saying here. You're writing a book about how, like, have you searched the internet? It's all in there. Like, it's,
the honey deal was a scam, right? I mean, there's scams.
Yeah, but there's people that have already curated lists of these things, and it's all on Google. It's on the internet. Like, no one's. I mean, I'm sure anybody interested in this is just going to search it and not buy your book and read it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I had any of these that were like egregious, like things that I ever used or took advantage of.
I've got one from the show. Amazon and certain companies will do promotions just to as marketing promotions, even though if people are taking advantage of it.
We know this one, right? I mean, for anybody that's not picking up what that was, I mean, that the $50 is worth the email address. That's what that was.
Yes.
That's an easy one.
Yeah.
Most people, like, I just want to make sure everybody knows that, okay, why were they doing that? Well, the incentive is that once you have that person, you have their email address, then there's a high concentration if they're using an active email address that you will have them for life.
And you can market to them or whatever. But Amazon did this affiliate program deal where you could sign up and to become an Amazon affiliate.
Oh, we were one of those for a while.
And then Tiffany told us about this because she was promoting it. And then we realized, like, oh, we have this unique advantage where we have a show that we could promote our affiliate link to our listeners. And like, hey, if you go to buy something off of Amazon, go through TomandDan.com link before you go and buy it.
And we got a cut.
And then we got a small percentage of people's purchases. Well, it was at a time where Amazon was popular enough where there were listeners that regularly ordered stuff off Amazon for their companies.
Computers, furniture,
lots of like
business chairs.
We're talking tens of thousands of dollars a month of stuff through Amazon. And so they would just go through our link. It was no skin off their back. It didn't matter. Yeah. And there was times we were getting like $1,900 a month. Like, I mean, just for doing nothing.
Yeah.
And then so we probably made like $5,000 to $8,000 before they stopped it.
It was a lot.
And no one, and we couldn't believe it.
I
was
do
like
remember
we were
sitting
stealing.
back and being like, this is going to go on forever.
Yeah. Well, we kind of figured that eventually this would go away, but it was an easy way. And it felt like we were taking advantage of the system, but Amazon had unlimited money at the time, and they were willing to put this into marketing because it was at a time where they were still trying to promote Amazon.
They were still
weird
growing.
As that. They were still growing.
Yeah.
So we're talking like 12 years ago, I think.
Maybe even longer.
Is that the old studio?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, we did. Didn't we have a guy? I thought we had a listener go in, and he emailed you one day. He's like, "Hey, I just bought $20,000 worth of computers."
Yes, that was and it was like $1,500 in one purchase that and then he was like, I was gonna buy them anyway. He literally just gave us $1,500 just because he had to buy it to begin with. So that was kind of grifting. there was more with
Man, as a kid, I always thought I was going to be one of those guys. It never happened, but as a young boy, I remember looking around and thinking like I wanted to be successful, right? So I remember looking around and seeing like homeless people collecting cans or something, and I was like, I'll do that. I'm going to do that. Even like, I don't know if you had that as a young boy, but like you're trying to think of ways to make money. And I was like,
I wanted to be homeless collecting cans.
No, but I thought like I'll be like
hustling.
I'm in a hustle, and you don't do any of that. Like your perspective of what you need to do to earn money changes.
The best grifter that I've seen, we know, and it was Jimmy calls him Code Black. Or whatever.
Yeah, he is the best.
And he got obsessed, and maybe still is, but
I think he's out of the game.
Credit card promotions, and there was a time where these credit cards would offer ridiculous promos. It's kind of like Punch Drunk Love, where he found and there's even the Pepsi Jet documentary and people finding loopholes. Well, there's groups of people that find loopholes in these credit card promotions, and then they'll just basically farm points through basically recycling purchases. Like this person, for instance, would buy this credit card company did this deal where like you get an extra 100 points for every $200 you spend on Sacagawea gold coins through the U.S. Mint, and they were doing a promotion with American Express, and then these groups of people find that, and then they buy a bunch of Sacagawea coins with this credit card, and then they take the coins and then buy money orders, and then take the money orders and then deposit them and back into the bank to pay off the credit card. So it was like a circle, and then it was just time spent. But meanwhile, they would get tens of thousands of points, and then certain credit cards had buy one get one free lifetime. Southwest Airlines passes, and you just needed like 200,000 points. But they would just do this until they got that, and then buy that thing,
and then buy a couple of them. Yeah.
And this person never paid for flights, never paid for hotels, free cruises, all through credit card point promotions.
Just sounds like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
To me, I'd rather just here's my card.
It's dedication to the grift, and it's completely legal. Yeah. And eventually, they may shut you down. In this particular story,
it's no different than being asked to not gamble at a casino because you're winning too much.
Yes, and then you just have to leave.
Yeah.
And so they may take your credit card. But I've even asked him, and he's like, most of the times they are making so much that they expect a certain amount of losses, and people taking advantage of it. But
there's not a lot of him doing that.
No. And even if there is, hundreds of thousands of dollars that they have to pay out, they're preying on the millions that they're making through, the normal person that, racks up credit card debt and can't afford to pay it back.
Yep.
And then has to pay interest.
Here is the last one, then we'll get out of here.
Stan and Palm Bay, I was listening to Monday's ACT, and you, Dan, are just talking about drunkenly going to the ATM and getting some money for the cleaning woman and how embarrassed he was about not getting a card, and Andrea yelled at him. I'm a Pullman, you guys know that, and I'm a Tom. We don't stack them on top. The only reason I do kind of like the cards is because I stacked them on my dashboard in my work truck, so if customers happen to be out there for any reason and they see those cards, like, fuck, gotta go get him some money. But really, all he wants is money. The cards can just go right in the trash. I don't even read half of them.
I love the fact that he puts the cards
in the front.
Yeah, so other people. That's so smart. That is such a smart little thing. It's passive. You're not guilting anybody. You're not like going up to somebody and being like, oh, you're not going to tip me this year. Like, you're just.
That's the equivalent of putting dollars in your tip jar yourself
smart.
To prime the pump.
Really smart. Really, really smart.
Yeah. That is smart. And that reminds me, I'd never tip my pool guy for Christmas.
Does he listen?
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I never tip my mailman.
Right now. Tell him something really nice. That'll be a nice
guy.
tip.
Well, I used him.
Hold on. Would a shout out?
13 years straight.
Would a shout out count? What value does the radio shout out have?
So much less than that.
Yeah. It used to be pretty powerful. Look, hey man, give my kid a shout out on his birthday. Give me $100. I don't even think it's worth that now, right?
No, no. Well, it depends on if they're listening.
The Cameo is the new radio shout out.
Yeah, because you can get a personalized.
Yeah. Well, I'll personalize it on the radio. I'm just going to be like, hey, listeners,
Well, I guess we could just tell people to go to our Cameo, and it's $20. $15.
Is our Cameo 20? I'm gonna raise it up. So I think we lowered it to. It's so low that people don't value it. We gotta bring it up a little bit.
$150.
Yeah, I think we got to like $159.
Yeah. That'll bring them.
Oh man, RFK is $159. Same price. All right, you want to take a break?
Yeah, we will see you tomorrow. So that'll be the end. Monday, 3 and 4. No, all good.
All right, Monday, 3 and 4.
I didn't even expect to get a full 40.
It was really funny.
Yeah,
It was super funny, weird. Is there anything else we're doing?
No, that's it. That's all we needed to record.
All right, guys. I'm going to get to working on these notes. But, okay. EJ says, I'll tell you, my daughter was mad at you guys for being mean to me on the radio. Well, change your ways, and then we won't be mean to you.
Why did you let her listen?
Yeah, it's your fault. You're a bad parent.
Yeah.
If you weren't such a failing, horrible parent, she would be listening to audio that's appropriate for her ears.
And also, we've always been mean to you, so you knew it was coming, so this is your fault. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're trying to blame us for doing something we've always done. Does your daughter always listen to the radio? No.
If you bring your African-American friend over to your pop-up's house and your pop-up says the N-word, that's on you, because he always says the N-word. So you knew it was coming. You should have never brought him.
I could probably do better. I really think of a better example than that one. But
that's a perfect example. And I use the N-word.
Raw audio. All right, y'all. We will see you tomorrow. And